is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being.
I have no doubt in my mind Deontay is going to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
For the third fight, based on the first two, I really predict will be bigger than the first two fights.
Standing at 6 feet 7 inches tall with a tremendous record of 42 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 41 big wins coming by way of knockout. The 2008 U.S. Olympic bronze medalist, he is ranked the WBC #1 heavyweight in the world from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Please welcome the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent is the defending champion, standing at 6 feet 9 inches with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. From Manchester, England, here is the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Champ is here. Don't mind if I do. Sit down right here.
Once again, here's the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Good afternoon, everybody. Morning. Don't know what time it is. Afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to say congratulations to Deontay Wilder for finding his Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Before the last fight, he was comparing gods, and we know my God won, so congratulations. And after all this bloodshed stuff, not so certain. Heard it all before, to be fair. Said all this last time. Decapitation and bloodshed and all that. And we all know what went down there, so, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people got a lot of questions and they want to know certain facts, including myself. So, I'll leave the questions open to the floor.
How would you envision this third fight? I'm sure you guys have talked about it, and obviously you're not going to give away your game plan, but how do you see this third fight going, as both fighters have been very adamant about the end goal?
I only see it one way. I believe that if you let Fury just do what he want to do, then he's going to do more than what you allow him to do. I think I have no doubt in my mind Deontay is going to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and I believe it's going to be by knockout.
The fans love to see the big guys duking it out. And now the third fight, based on the first two, I really predict will be bigger than the first two fights.
How did you go from that switch, it being, and everyone thinking it was going to be Anthony Joshua one day, to 2 days later, here we are with Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, it was a crazy roller coaster of fights, what was going to happen and what was not going to happen. But I always said you're never fighting somebody until you're in the ring opposite them. So it wasn't really hard for me. I never started training. I wasn't in training camp when all these negotiations were going on. So it was what it was. 1 minute I'm fighting one guy, next minute I'm fighting another guy. It's what I do. It's what I get paid to do. I get paid to beat up on people. Not a bad job, really. Yes. So, yeah, it's going to be Deontay Wilder. So, yeah, it's his turn again. Let him get another good hiding. And we'll see if he wants a fourth rematch after this one. Maybe a 7th, 10th, 72. Who knows? It might go on forever. I look forward to the challenge. I hope he's going to bring something different to what he did last time. Well, he needs to. Let's face facts. And let's hope he can give me a challenge. I know he's took on Malik, a very experienced guy in boxing. He's had a lot of professional fights himself. And let's hope he can bring the best out of Deontay Wilder. Hopefully. Obviously, he's doing his little thing with his earphones on and he doesn't want to answer any questions. That's up to him, but I'm here to promote a fight and talk to the press, what I always do. So if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to commit to this press conference, let's me take Deontay Wilder's part. So I'll play double character if you want. Yeah, I'm quite good at doing these role-playing stuff. So I'll be Deontay Wilder and I'll be Tyson Fury, and we'll play a little game. So here's me taking as Tyson Fury. So he's employed Malik Scott to help him. And as Malik said Wilder is a stubborn person, so he's got his own mentality and he wants to do things his own way. So to listen to other people, it's not what Deontay Wilder does. So no matter how much that Malik teaches Deontay's going to do what Deontay's going to do.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Deontay's going to do what he's going to do.
He's been doing everything I've asked him and told him to do.
Yeah, but like
So-
Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but you're talking about as far as training. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he can
plus
do that,
more.
but in the real fight I'm talking about, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to revert straight back to type, 100%. As soon as he hits him with the first right hand, he's going to see red and he's going to write, I'm going to take his head off with his
Sugar
big
Hill
right.
just said you're a one-punch knockout artist now, but there's no history of you knocking someone out with one punch. So that means when a fight gets started, or you
Yeah,
want to
he's
go back
going to go straight back to revert, 100%. You heard it here first. And another thing is, you can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum
but
when we
we
sparred.
did spar, didn't we? And
Yeah,
we know what happened
you're a
there.
260-pound man that can
Yeah.
fight. You bust my eardrum the
Exactly.
first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't.
Is it going to be, in your anticipation,
Yeah.
a one-punch knockout, or how do you see this third fight
I tell you how I see
playing
it,
out?
and I gave my game plan away the first time because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it, and I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go past where he did before. Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Yeah, because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically, or emotionally involved in his fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do.
I think it's just cliche. A fighter's supposed to think he's going to, especially he had a good night the last time. He had his best night on Deontay Wilder's worst night. The stars just lined up for him. That's not going to be the same in the trilogy.
Got any final comments that you'd like to make?
Do you want to ask Deontay Wilder a question?
I did try, but Deontay's going
I'll
to.
answer it for him. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay, you guys.
Bogeyman here to get here again. Shut your mouth.
Two-time.
6'5" one of you.
Two-time.
Walk away.
Two-time.
Yes. When you're good to run.
Starbucks, também menos nuevo.